All right, everyone, here we go. It's an all signs reading. Doesn't matter what your sign is. It's straight up energy breathing. This is July 2025 overview reading. Well, I did a whole write-up on it. I made somebody happy. I don't like to read things, Steve. Okay, so I gave you a little summary at the top. Bullshit, kind of a cop-out, Cliff Notes kind of thing, but there's much bigger things going on. But okay. Or you can read the full article. Either way. It's either a 30-second read or a few minutes of your time, whatever. Either way, it's a big month. For you, I'm just going to summarize because we're going to talk about some of the finer aspects as we move into the readings throughout the month. But for you, it's a bit impetuous. Everybody's a bit impetuous, impulsive, and just making decisions. A lot of unilateral shit. You're seeing that play out already. But I mean, Uranus isn't even in Gemini yet, and that short-sighted impetuousness is kind of there. It's going to play out in your life too, okay? It's not just about the world stage and things like that. In your life, you might do something crazy. You might end up in a pay-by-the-hour motel with somebody. You might act out of character. There's a lot of bravery and emotion. You got bravery, emotion, empathy, and this impulsive, short-sighted, thanks to Uranus and Gemini, sort of got to have it now kind of a thing, you know? It's kind of cool. It can be. It can be actually. I'm going to put a positive spin on it. You can have a lot of fun this month, right? Okay. All right. But I'm going to tell you, as a side note, stay out of the news cycle. Don't get sucked into it. I told you that at the beginning of the year. Stay out of it. Don't get sucked into it. You know, careful. I tell you what, right here. Have your fun. Be impetuous. Do something fun. Go. I don't know. Try a nude beach for the first time. I don't fucking know. 6 of Cups, pre-shuffle, right? So, surface energy. 6 of Cups crossed by the devil. Somebody here has, it feels like dirty thoughts in a way to me. It's not really, that's not really what it is. It's somebody's probably just really eager to hang out with you. You seem delicious to them. I don't know who it is. It's somebody from your past. It's somebody you have a soul connection with. But you seem really tasty to this person. And no, they're not going to eat you. Okay, I'm just saying, this energy could be a lot of fun. It's a celebration energy underneath it. Somebody desperately wants to take you out. All right. On a date, not take you out. Somebody desperately wants to go out with you. Somebody wants to break bread with you. Somebody wants to have something very emotionally deep with you. Okay? Or what they deem as emotionally deep. This can be that pay by the hour motel, right? But in this energy, in the energy of July, right, which carries right up through about Lionsgate, so about August 8th, that's deep. That pay by the hour, that hour you pay for the motel room, I mean, oh my God, they must really love me. They sprung for 2 hours. That's super deep, okay? It's very deep. It feels, it's something you'll remember. It's not something you'll have a walk of shame back to your car with or anything like that. I'm just using it as an example. All right? It's a short-sighted, impetuous. It's all about fun right now. I want this right now. I want to do this right now. I don't want to wait. I don't want to ask mom. I don't want to ask dad. Right? I want to do it. It's that kind of energy. It's going to play out like crazy. It's going to play out on crack after the 7th when Uranus officially moves into Gemini. That's going to be a big reading, you know. But I'm going to keep it soulmate cycle focused. You don't need my help to see how it relates to things going on in the world. But at least I certainly hope not, you know. But at the end of the day, let's give the deck a shuffle here. Because somebody desperately wants to hang out with you. And by hang out, I mean, you know what I mean. All right, here we go. First card out's before the cuts. Why the fuck are we here? This is going to be a fun zodiac fly-through. We're going to pull a pyramid here on the overview, too. We're going to see how this person feels about you, how they see you in the real world when they look at you, right? It might be how others see you showing up here too. I can try to take both energies for you. And at the bottom of the pyramid is the final outcome. I'll clarify everything. Okay? I will. All right. And then we'll throw some universe cards at the end. And then we'll probably extend this fucker because this looks like fun. I want to be a fly on the wall in your pay by the hour motel room. I'll tell you what. All right, let's go. Let's do the cut cards. Card before the cuts. Why the fuck are we here? So why the fuck are we here? All right. I don't know. Ace of Swords. It's all about what's right for somebody. People making, this applies to you and somebody attached to you. People are going after what they want, right? without thinking about the consequences, without anything. They're going after what they want. It's kind of what I wrote about in the monthly write-up. It's what I was trying to get across to you. It's a short-sighted energy, you know. But in the case of the soulmate cycle, it can be a lot of fun. All right, so that's the card before the cut. That's why we're here. You can believe if somebody, if in other words, this is Archangel Michael's Sword of Truth. This relates to the pre-shuffle. I sort of expand on the pre-shuffle here. So that person that desperately wants to go out with you, wants to hang out, wants to open up to you, you can believe what they're saying in this energy. You can, right? It might not be convenient what they're saying, you know. Well, you know, but you can believe it, you know. All right, let's go. What comes after the cut? The Four of Pentacles. People are doing things they wouldn't normally do. It's what I said. It's an impulsive energy. It's an impetuous energy. It does have that, it's a sociable kind of energy. Yeah, people are doing things they wouldn't normally do. So are you, so keep that in mind. But I don't want you to stop yourself too much. I want you to have a little fun, all right? Now, that doesn't play out in societal energies. They shouldn't be doing, you know, but for the soulmate cycle, right, you can go ahead and have a little fun. I'm telling you right now, it's fine. Make smart decisions. Don't be stupid. You know, use your head, but it's all right. You don't have to ask mommy first. Go ahead, go to the motel for a couple of hours with whoever that devil is. Let's go. It's a general reading. It may or may not resonate with you, but the title brought you in here where you found Steve Love Tarot. You're here for a reason. This reading is timeless. If you find it, you're meant to find it. Okay, I'm not a fucking time lord. But the bravery is there this month. The fear isn't, right? Conquering fear. Ace of Swords and the Four of Pentacles. That's conquering fear. Ain't nobody afraid holding Archangel Michael's Sword of Truth. Right? People got little big man syndrome in this, a Napoleon complex kind of a thing. Right? Everybody braver than they normally would be. You know, trying to make themselves look big, puff up, like we talked about in the Mercury reading, right? It's all of that. All of that's happening. But you could still pull some fun out of it. All right, here we go. Overall energy of everything that's going to fall on the table. We'll clarify with the light seer. We'll keep it nice and light, right? Keep it nice and light. We'll clarify. There's the Emperor right there. The Emperor. It's the overall energy. There's somebody here. There's somebody who's just taking control. I mean, if you're one of those people that I just want someone to grab me, Steve, and throw me down on the floor and, you know, whatever. I mean, if you're one of those, if you're in a relationship and it's grown stale, your spouse may do that. It's possible. This is somebody taking charge, right? Unilaterally taking charge. They don't care. So that means if this person's married, you got to keep that in mind. You got to still decide if this is right for you. Unilaterally taking charge. If this person's married, that's what the Emperor does. It's the Emperor card. I'm not just making, he just saying that because blah, blah, blah. No, it's the Emperor. He's all four kings. He answers to no one, or at least thinks he does, right? So at the end of the day here, he or she, if this person's married in the soulmate cycle, they don't care. You know, they may not even tell you, you know. So it's a bit of that. And if you want more proof, underneath it, the Knight of Cups, making moves. Making moves, motherfucker. All right. Emperor. God, I love this. I love this energy. I love it in the soulmate cycle, right? I do. It's beautiful energy in the soulmate cycle. Works great because you'll have a lot of fun. This is where fun happens, right? Whatever happens, happens kind of energy. Let's just go for it. And one person needs to take charge, and one person does. You could go out on a date with somebody and say, whatever happens, happens, right? But if nobody takes charge, I guarantee you nothing will happen. In this energy, somebody takes charge, something happens. Be it good, be it bad. You won't, you'll wake up the next day, at some point you'll be like, okay, I'm glad I went to that motel. That was fun. All right, let's go. This person's emotions towards you. I'm curious. The Queen of Cups, the most love I could pull from the deck. But it's my Desert Queen. But what does it mean in this context? It means that in this moment, they've got the most love they could have for a human being. It might pass. Just like the tides, it comes in and out, right? You're in an in phase. It's high tide, right? All right, let's go. Which I suppose is the opposite of the Blondie song where the tide was high And she wants, no, maybe she wanted to be your number one. I don't know. Maybe Blondie's The Tide is High has something to do here. I'm not sure. It just sort of rang in my head when I said that, and I haven't heard that song in years. Okay. What's here? I don't know. King of Wands. Yeah, what I'm telling you. What I'm telling you. Fire hot dick chakra right there. Male or female, doesn't matter. It's a king on the card. It's just, this person's on fire. In this moment, the tide is high. In this moment, the Queen of Cups has the most love they can have for you. So, you know, even if this is somebody cheating on their spouse or whatever it is, whatever it is, they love you in that moment. And you can believe that with the Ace of Swords before the card. All right, what's red with the Queen of Cups? The Knight of Pentacles. Yeah. It's inevitable that it'll move on. The tides are inevitable, right? In and out. They always do it. Unless somebody take the moon away, they're always going to do it. It's inevitable that it, you know, and somebody feels toward you. They feel in July, and again, I'm not a fucking time lord, could happen sometime in August, but I'm putting this between now and Lionsgate. Somebody feels about you that you were meant to be. You're their destiny, right? You're meant to be. This was always going to happen, right? They might be in the middle of banging you, saying this was always going to happen. You knew it. I finally got you. Well, you might want to second guess somebody who says, I finally got you. That's a little creepy. You know, I mean, at that point, you're like, oh shit, I think I made a mistake. You know, but you know what I mean, right? You know, it all feels very like, yeah, this was always going to happen. Yeah. Somebody taking charge here, you know. All right. Okay. I don't think you think it's a bad idea after the fact. I think we can be a little bit short-sighted within the soulmate cycle. The soulmate cycle is always a direct reflection of societal energies at the time. We can be short-sighted in the soulmate cycle. Being short-sighted out here is a bad idea. Okay, but in here, it's okay. I mean, you know, wear protection. That's the best I could do. Try to have the long view enough to throw some condoms in your purse or your pocket. Okay, whether you're male or female. All right, you take control of that. All right, I'm just saying this is a very hot energy. You can see it right there. This is not a friend. If this is a friend, they're taking control. This is something they always wanted. It feels like it's something that was meant to happen. It feels very hot. It feels very carnal. It reads like anger, which means it's in the context that this is flowing into, love and anger read exactly the same. It ends up net as passion. Okay, so somebody's very passionate about you. They're not mad at you. If somebody is mad at you, you're going to have a real drag them out with them. Okay, all right. How do they see you? Knight of Swords. Oh, no, don't do that. Why is that here? The Three of Pentacles. You're a conquest. Oh, I'm not even fucking with you. You're a conquest. You heard what I said when I threw that down. I'm always talking to the fickle old girl universe around these readings, and I said, no, don't do that. And sure enough, I pulled the Three of Pentacles. That's a partnership. Somebody here, you're a conquest, but I don't think somebody might see you. I'm going to clarify that because I don't think they think it's going to go anywhere. I don't think they care. Okay? Somebody, yeah, we're gonna clarify everything anyway. I want to hold off on that. Okay. Potential final outcome for you. Red with the King of Wands. The King of Dick Chakra over here, right? I took a peek, you know I took a peek. The biggest card of communication for me in the Minor Arcana, bigger than the Eight of Wands because it's the flow of water, it's the flow of emotion, it's the Three of Cups. The end of the line, you can have some fun here, okay? You can have some fun in an equal and opposite reaction. Okay? Equal and opposite reaction in the soulmate cycle to what's going on out in societal energies. An equal and opposite reaction. This is something very good. This is something that is memorable for you. You agree with this, I think, what I said about this inevitable kind of energy. I think you agree with it. I think we have, this is a Three of Cups that feels like a Two of Cups. And I think we almost have a meeting of the minds here. I really do. All right. Let's clarify. Let's go. Bottom of the deck here, of my clarifiers is the King of Cups. Somebody's been holding on to feelings for you. Let's talk about it. It's this guy right here with the raging dick chakra. Damn, fucking thing. Okay, put that away, man. All right, here we go. All right, Let's go. King of Wands, why is it here? Now again, I'm being entertaining. It doesn't have to play out as hot monkey sex, tearing the walls down, plaster falling, neighbors banging on the wall. Cut the shit, motherfuckers. Right? It doesn't have to be that way. You don't take me literally. Right? It might be for some of you. All you have to do is catch my drift. This could be, again, this could just be you realize that somebody's more special than you thought they were, or somebody realizes you're more special, or I don't know, you do something crazy. It's something crazy. It's something impulsive with a friend or whatever that you never thought you'd do. You go bungee jumping. You know, it could be that, right? Oh, Steve, I'd never do that. In this energy, you might. And you both come to some kind of pact. We'll do it together. Okay, pinky square, right? That kind of bullshit. I don't know. It can play out 1,000 different ways for 1,000 different people. I choose to take the dick chakra route because I want that for you. Have some fucking fun, goddammit. Right? What's that old song? The Eastern world, it is exploding, violence flaring, guns and whatever, you know, we're on the eve of destruction, that kind of thing. I mean, that's the surrounding energies. It's just, have some fun in the bubble of the soulmate cycle, for God's sake. Holy shit, you know. These energies that are happening right now are big boy, big girl energies, you know. I talked about it in my write-up in July. This is the July overview. I talked about it. I said, I predicted everything, especially during the Pluto and Aquarius reading. So it is what it is. But there's a lot of fun to be had here. Whichever side you're on out here makes no difference in here in the soulmate cycle. This is cool. Go do your bungee jump while you can. You know, I mean, seriously. It is kind of that. It is a bit of that energy. Now or never sort of thing. And that's not necessarily true. It just might be the way it feels, right? I'm not saying that's the case. All right, here we go. But Uranus and Gemini will do that, you know, and it's coming in. And fortunately, it's blending with Pluto and Aquarius, which is, you know, a little different than the last time. As I wrote in the write-up, last time Uranus was in Gemini, Pluto was in Leo, and it was looking for a fight. But those two energies together, the short-sighted Uranus, and it was just looking for a fight. You know, nobody, you know. And it did. It stayed there all the way through McCarthyism of the fucking 50s. 1938 to 1957, fucking Pluto was in fucking Leo. Jamming up the works based on the surrounding energies. All right, here we go. King of Wands. Yeah, the Page of Swords. This is somebody, I'm going to explain something to you about the Page of Swords, because a lot of readers it comes up as spying energy, and sometimes, I say sometimes in the right context it does. The biggest card of spying for most people, including me, I'll just talk about me, is the Page of Pentacles, right? That's somebody looking at your picture, but the Page of Pentacles is usually somebody you know about spying on you. The Page of Swords, when the spying energy comes in, that's why in the animal deck it's that barn owl. And I always tell you, even if I've never seen a barn owl, Steve, you've probably walked under, if you've taken a walk on a sidewalk in the city ever, you've probably walked under a few barn owls in your day without knowing it. We don't always know that this energy is there. In other words, the spying energy. Somebody's been watching you, and the dick chakra getting harder and harder and harder as they watch you. But I don't think you know. I think you will once you do something with this person or hang out with this person. But I don't think you know the depths to which this person, whoever this is, has passion for you. Okay? That's all I'm saying. All right, what's on top? And I explained that to you so that the next time, if you're watching other readers, because I know you cheat on me with other readers, and I'm okay with that. We got an agreement, we fine. That if they get a Page of Swords and say spying, you know that it's probably a lighter spying energy. That it might not be somebody, it might not be who you think it is. It's probably somebody you're unaware is spying. 9 times out of 10 anyway. Okay, what's on top? Just trying to help. Empress. And that backs up every word I said, right? It's the best tits in the tarot. Somebody here, again, you have no idea. You have no fucking clue. This person's been watching you. You find out this person may have been peeping you for all you know. I mean, seriously, this person has been obsessed with you for a while. I believe it. We had that devil in the pre-shuffle, didn't we? Well, I told you. Why is that here? The death card. These are big cards, you guys. Okay? This is big shit. Somebody now wants to come forward. They don't just want to peep you changing and check out those best hits in the tarot. They want in. They want to help. Okay? Right, standing in front. It's a bit of that. Some kind of relationship you have with somebody who's very hot for you and has been thinking about it for a while is changing. It's coming forward. Okay? Can we put it that way? Big time. Queen of Cups. Let's go. And again, this could be a friend that you bungee jump with. You never knew they wanted to bungee jump. They want to bungee jump. Maybe they never knew. Maybe you never knew that you're this person's rock. That you're the only, you know, that without you around, they're meek. But when they're around you, they're confident. You know, that kind of a thing. I play that role offline in the lives of a few people. You know, they're all very meek and quiet. When I'm not around, I show up and all of a sudden they're the life of the party and whatever. It's the way two energies interact. It's the way whatever frequencies I've got coming off of me feeds their frequencies. Well, that's the case here. You guys are feeding each other's frequencies in a certain way. Okay? Why is the Queen of Cups here? Why is the Queen of Cups here? It's crossed by the Fool. More water here. While the tide's in, it's what I said about the tide. The tide comes and goes, right? It's inevitable that the tide comes and goes. The tide is in. See the water? I pointed right to it as soon as I threw the card. I said, more water there. She can jump now, can't she? The water is there. It's high tide. It's high tide. In this moment, the love is peaking. Okay, what's on top? Four of Pentacles. Again, the card that came after the cut. Normally, this person holds back. It's what I told you over here about the Page of Swords. Rewind. I don't know why I'm your ninth favorite. I have no idea. I mean, I literally predict shit. It comes true. I mean, I don't get it. You know, okay, but whatever. I could be your 11th favorite. That's fine. I'm good with that. Why is the Four of Pentacles here? Two of Cups. And what did I say? This feels like the Two of Cups to me. Didn't I mention the Two of Cups earlier? Yeah, I did. There it is. I don't know why I'm your 13th favorite. Fucking my, I'm sliding here. Okay. All right. Normally they hold back. Now you two are coming together. Maybe coming at the same time. I don't fucking know. But either way, it's on like Donkey Kong. Whatever it is. Bungee jumping, motel by the hour. Somebody admitting their feelings for you. I have no idea. But somebody all done peeping you. Now they want to help you change. All right, here we go. I said we're clarifying everything, and we are. The Knight of Pentacles. I've already talked about it. I think while this is going on, let's say you're bungee jumping with your friend. You're halfway down, right? You're halfway down. You're thinking to yourself, this was always going to happen, wasn't it? Yeah, it was. It's like there's a lot of destiny playing out here. I don't throw that word around very often, but I will with the Death card and the Empress here. Oh, I will. All right. Knight of Pentacles. Why is it here? Let's talk about it. And it's no coincidence that this is a king, and this is all four kings, right? So again, somebody's taking control. Somebody is taking control of this. We already had a King of Cups. We've had a couple of kings here. They're taking control of their emotions. They're taking control of their dick chakra. They're taking control of their passion, right? It's just what it is. And this knight right here is ordered by the King of Pentacles. So by default, King of Pentacles energy is here too. All right. What's crossing the Knight of Pentacles? I wonder. Is Steve right? Yeah, probably. It's the Emperor. I mean, it's all four. It's what I said. What do you want me to do here? What's on top? The Two of Wands. Somebody is taking control of something they've always wanted to do while the tide is high. The tide is high. Why does that Blondie song mean something? Go read the lyrics of The Tide is High. I don't know. But for somebody, it could just be, it's never the whole song if I give you a song. There's just one line, one verse, one something. Something will resonate with you. It's like I say about the readings. It could just be one thing I say, right? It doesn't have to be anything, you know. Two of Wands, yeah, somebody's taking control of something they've always wanted to do. Why is Two of Wands here? The Ace of Cups. They've been holding on to this for a while. Now it's time. It's time. It's what I said. I've already said it. I'm done. I'm curious about these two fuckers. Okay, so you're a conquest, are you? You're a conquest. Or if it's that friend that you go bungee jumping with, again, please don't take me literally. Just catch my drift, okay? If it's that friend you go bungee jumping with, it's a conquest. They see you as someone to go on an adventure with. Someone who will do it with them because they too chicken to go by themselves. You follow? Okay? All right, but let's keep it in the lovey-dovey because that's where this gets most interesting. Tell me about the Knight of Swords. Okay. Here we go. Give me some context for this very confusing Three of Pentacles here. Yeah, okay. It's the Ten of Cups. It's fairyland. There's a lot of short-sightedness here. We're going to talk about that a lot in the Uranus in fucking Gemini reading. But there's this instant gratification sort of a thing. Okay? Somebody rather foolishly thinks that, yeah, and after we do this, the tide will stay there forever, and we could be partners, we could be friends, we could stay together. I don't think anything lasting comes from this. I don't think it's supposed to, okay? There's a lot of inevitable here, but it's moving on. That's probably where Blondie's tide is high is coming in. There's some line in there about moving on, or something along those lines. I don't know. But there's some reason it's popping in my head. The universe sends me music, because music my whole life has a soundtrack. I just don't particularly remember the lyrics to the song, and I don't have time in real time doing a video to Google them. I don't really care. Either way, somebody here is delusional if they think that this is going to lead to anything more than what it is supposed to be. But there is a destiny playing out. It does benefit you, whatever this is. And I don't think with the Page of Swords there, you realize that what you mean to this person. Whether it's lovey-dovey or bungee jumping, or bravery, I don't know. Okay? What's on top? But yeah, they fucking delusional a little bit. Okay? Woohoo! Right? What's on top? Yeah. Five of Pentacles. See? Again, you know, somebody's thinking, oh, no, everything's going to be great. We're going to live together and everything will be fine. No, you're forgetting you're married. Right? Again, I'm just acting it out. Don't take me literally. But I got to describe the energy to you. It's like a married fucker banging you for a 2-hour stay at a motel, and in their delusional mind, yeah, then we could be together, we could live together, we can have a partnership. It's like you're forgetting, hello, that you were married in the first place. You're just you're just acting unilaterally, taking control, doing something for you. I'm doing it for me. You know, that kind of a thing. Okay. Why is the Five of Pentacles here? The King of Swords. Yeah. Somebody hasn't sat with this. Somebody hasn't thought. There isn't. Neither side is thinking in July. If you think about it, you won't do it. If you think about it, not a chance in hell. Nobody. The truth is, if we apply logic, you know, I often reflect as King of Swords when people pull on me. People that know what they're doing anyway. The energy is there. At the end of the day here, if you come to me with some of this shit, I'm going to say you might want to give it a pass. Why? Because I'm thinking rationally. I'm thinking logically. Nobody thinking that here. Okay? Nobody thinking that way. Okay. Three of Pentacles. So let's talk about the Three of Pentacles. It's a bit of that. It's a little bit here. It's a little bit. It's a bit of that. You remember those old fucking reality shows? From the early days of reality shows, there was always that one person trying to stretch their 15 minutes of fame into 16. And they'd fucking show up and go, I'm not here to make friends, I'm here to win. Right? I mean, that's what this is a little bit. It's a bit of that. It's that asshole. Right? I mean, I don't know. Maybe your person is Omarosa or Ambrosia, whatever the fuck her name is. I don't know. What's going on here? But you catch my drift, right? It's a bit of that. Those people that were like that on those reality shows were short-sighted. You could, you know, you could stretch that out a lot longer if you balance the energy of negative and positive. If it's just negative, it'll burn out. It'll last a little while, but then it'll burn out. You've got to be at least slightly likable. You can't be completely unlikable. All right, Three of Pentacles, in other words. But hey, God bless them. Some of those people took Hollywood for a couple of $1 million. Good for them. Go gadget. It's crossed by the moon. The Three of Pentacles. That'd be my wife on one of those reality shows. She would definitely be there. I'm not here to win. I'm not here to make friends. I'm here to win. She's going to hear me say that. Probably agree with me. All right, the moon right here. Somebody's not considering that the tide goes back in. It's what I said. It's my Queen of Cups underwater, and the Queen of Cups is over here. What's on top? The Eight of Pentacles. And why is that here? The Queen of Wands. Somebody's only thinking about the surface. Somebody's not thinking. It's again. It just keeps repeating itself. The same thing. All right. This is something. Whatever happens, it's sort of like that slogan Vegas has. What happens in Vegas stays in Vegas. What happens in July stays in July. In the soulmate cycle, it's a bit of that. All right. Just keep that in mind. That's the easiest way I can phrase it. So let's get your final outcome. Looks pretty good for you. You're celebrating. You're good, right? I mean, you're walking around in a field of flowers in a fucking summer dress with a big smile on your face, popping off, hands free. I mean, it's fantastic, you know. It looks good. This is a great card. It's communication. You're communicating these things. The way you're communicating is different, right? It's nice. Good for you. All right. Three of Cups. Why is it here? I love it. All right. Why is it here? What did I say? You're doing great. Look at you. It's cross. The environmental energy around this is Temperance. I mean, you're Pollyannaing your way at the end of the day here. Something that happens here, whatever it is, it's probably a communication, or it could be, because it's the Three of Cups, it's the flow of emotion. It could just be the way it makes you feel. Something about who this person is and what you discover that you didn't know before with that Page of Swords crossing makes you feel good. Whole would be the word I would use. Emotionally whole. Okay? All right. Not H-O-L-E. W. Whole with a W. Right? All right. All right. Let's go. What's on top? The Magician. Yeah. It transforms you. I'm not making this shit. Look at this card. I got Major Arcana and the Environmental. I got Temperance, Archangel Michael. And I've got the Magician. And then I've got the Ace of Wands. You feel like you're ready to do things differently. You're moving into a new cycle. We do have something going on right now where Jupiter and the Sun are at a peak right now. So it's sort of kicking into high gear, the Jupiter and Cancer energies. I think things are popping off for you after this happens because of some sort of emotional release of energy that happens for you in July. It's an emotional release. It makes you feel like a whole new you is the best way I can describe it. And I'm right, because the bridging energy is the Page of Cups. It's a whole new you. What emerges is a brand new little baby Page of Cups. That's you. And it's actually quite nice. I can't say specifically what this is. I've joked about a couple of things. It could be 1,000 different things. Could be the bungee jumping, could be banging. Either way, whatever you find out about this King of Wands, whoever it is, somebody who wouldn't normally take charge is taking charge. Right? And they're not just, yeah, it's the usual. They're trying, it's a little man trying to seem big, or a little woman trying to seem big, right? But they do, you can believe it. They are coming across, it's there, it's real. Okay? It's genuine towards you anyway. All right? We could say maybe they mean well, right? I mean, I don't know. But it really does seem to benefit you. Huge transformation, whole new you, and it brings in new opportunities for you. Look, your output energy is really what determines what kind of opportunities you get. Okay? We see it all the time. Sometimes the superficial energy, sure. Do good-looking people get more opportunities than ugly people? Yes. I'm sorry to say, but that's how the world works. But there has to be, for it to stick, there has to be something more underneath it. Okay? This is a whole energy for you. That's why I mean whole. This is a whole energy for you. You have the attraction energy on the surface, and underneath this, whatever happens here changes you to a level. It changes the frequency of your energy to a whole new you. It allows you to keep opportunities, or be in charge of your opportunities, basically. The opportunities stick. So it brings you more opportunities because it fundamentally changes you on an emotional level, on your emotional output energy. I'll put it that way. That's the easiest way to put it. All right? I mean, we do live in a superficial world. But if all you've got are looks, the opportunities don't stick. You know, people keep you around for a minute and off they go. You know, this is deeper than that. Even though it's rooted in a King of Wands, it's actually a really solid Emperor here. Okay, this is actually very solid energy. This is something that sticks with you for a long time, sets you on a whole new course. All right, let's go back to the original deck, the Witches. Let's pull 3 cards from the bottom of the deck and a crossing card. And then we're going to pull some Wicked Voodoo on this, because you know what I don't have? All this fucking talk about bedrooms and motels and bungee jumping. I didn't get a devil in the deeper reading on the table. I got one on the surface energy, sure, but I didn't get one in the deeper reading. All right? Opportunities come your way. All right, here we go. Let's see where we're at here. What else you want to tell my people? For you, another Magician. There's the Magician in your final outcome. 2 of Wands, Magician, the Sun. There's my girl in the other deck where she's running through the field, right? Pollyanna popping off hands free. There it is. I talked about it already. There's the Sun. And here's your crossing card, 8 of Pentacles. Also in this reading somewhere, I think it's over here by this little queen here. Don't fight it. What do I mean by that? You're not going to be able to distract yourself from the changes that are coming upon you, right? You're not going to be able to hide your head in the sand or anything like that. It applies to societal energies on some level too. I have to bring that up. I have to say you're not going to be able to hide from the changes that are coming. There are long-range ramifications. In this, you're not, in your personal world here, you're not going to be able to hide from the changes that are coming. But the changes that are coming for you are extremely positive. I'm not saying they won't be positive in the societal energies. I'm not. It could be. I'm not pulling a societal read. I don't know. I'm just saying for you, right? On either side, the change is inevitable. We passed the breaking point. Something in July happens and pushes us past a breaking point. In your life, you're past a breaking point. You won't be able to avoid the inevitable change. It's go with it. It's good. Don't try to avoid it. It's leading you to a terrific place. The Sun, one of the best cards I could pull. And I will tell you, that is not reversed energy. That is upright energy. It is straight up good, solid energy. And there's a lot with the environmental energy of Temperance around you over here in your final outcome. It's terrific. Some of you might, why are you getting this information? Some of you might second guess a lot of this. There's a lot of acting out of character within the soulmate cycle this month. There's a lot of that. There's a lot of things. Let's use the bungee jumping as an example, right? You'd never go. I'd never do that, Steve. You might. And this energy, when you and the energy of this person come together, there's something that happens. Some sort of startling metamorphosis, if you will. It's like what I told you. There are people, I'm this for a few people in my life outside the internet here, right? They're meek and quiet, and I walk in the room and all of a sudden they get really bold and confident. And they're the life of the party. It's the way the two energies are interacting. It's not about me, it's about output energy, right? Somebody like me with similar output energy walked in, the same reaction would happen. You're having an energetic reaction with somebody here, all right? Go with it. It's nice. You might act out of character, you might try to shut it down. The Two of Wands is saying, just go for it. Just flow with the energy. Don't try to, you won't be able to distract yourself, and don't even try, all right? That's your reading. I hope it was helpful. I've done my best here, okay? If you want the extended, there's probably a couple of links at the top of the description. I want to know more about this person. I want to know more about what's happening here, all right? I'll open by pulling on you and see why this configuration came out a little bit more. So there you go. That's your reading. I hope it was helpful. Have fun. Definitely have fun in July. And, you know, as far as everything else, don't let the bastards get you down, all right? You're part of the soulmate cycle. Soak this shit up. It ends well for you. That's your reading. Good luck.